Hey love bugs, this is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. If you feel like the videos will just give you a good uplift, or you can truly resonate to the bottom of your heart, if you feel comfortable enough to drop me a line, let me know what you resonate with, where you're from, and give a thumbs up and share is greatly appreciated. And anybody who's just really going through some you're, like I said before in other videos, you get your emotions all over the place, you drain, you tired, you feel like you out for the count. You know, hey, take a break, reset, recharge, recalibrate, get right back on. You know, it's tiring. But God got a reason for everything that you're going through. So I'm sending so much love and light towards your way. And just to be able to help you in calmness, oneness, just peace, repelling anything that is not serving you or any kind of negative energy, just because, you know, it places resistance up just to keep you going. And anybody who's coming in with Decepticon ass vibes and nefarious intentions, anything that you're coming in to place on me, or as well as the collective, you know, just trying to find out, you see it, you know, in content that really resonate with something that you're trying to hurt somebody with, oh, it's going to be repelled. It's going to return to sender, and the people, whoever you're thinking of, is not going to feel the attack that you're placing on them. It's just going to stay with you. So may every evil eye go blind and every monitoring spirit go deaf. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you have been placed to hand out karma and Dharma. Sometimes you become a spiritual assassin. If it gets to that point where the evil is just not stopping, you become a soul sucker in a good way. You know, not the ones that's like incubus and succubus, but ones that's just like, oh, they keep playing with your enemy. You know, and just be gone. You know, but those are the different things where you don't realize, and I've said this in different videos before, we wonder why when we attract people, it's like the ones that always take advantage of people. That just seem like they just heavy in manipulation. They need as soon as God damn, here we go. Every time, it's like, I don't know if you watch any tarot readings or stuff like that, when people start getting them hiccups like that and they get stuck, that's a spiritual vibe that you're on the right path. When people are just heavy in energy and manipulating, you know, narcissism, you know, you dealing with a sociopath, this and that. Like, why the heck do I keep attracting that? Because a lot of times, you know, they say it's because of the things we have inside, but a lot of times it's because this is a person that, oh, okay, well, they got comfortable with doing this. To each and every person that they're coming to, you know, because if you're the first person, you're not the first person they do that, and they continue to do that to other people until they met you, you know, and then all of a sudden all hell break loose till they met you, because you were the chosen one, you were the anointed one, you are what they call it, God's chosen, anointed, and I can't remember the other one, but you were that one that was brought here to do that, because it's like people are learning lessons through you. I can say, you know, and you're learning lessons through them. And a lot of times, you know, you just giving yourself a little cha-cha-cha, like, oh my gosh, you know, I didn't have any negative thoughts today, or oh my gosh, you know, these different people were trying me today, and I didn't allow this to faze me. And you're showing so much change and courage and power, because you're standing in it. You know, you're more comfortable with you, and now you're starting to learn, I'm not watering myself down for nobody. You know, I'm not going to dim my light. Your lights is irritating a lot of people's demons. You know, people trying to steal your personality or copy your flow, and your understanding. Don't take that personal. You know, if you got to take off somebody else's, obviously there's just certain things you're not seeing in yourself. And it's sad even when people are doing that, they have that, but it's just they put the energy in the wrong vices. They put it in the wrong things. They focus on the wrong things. And I feel like everybody got potential. It's just how you tend to use it. Everybody's called, but only if you are chosen. So it's just like all these different things is taking place in people's lives, and you know, and it's just the karma that's being placed out, because it'll be just like when, if you're just so angry with somebody, you're just trying to wonder why, you know, I'm being nice and why I'm doing all this, and they know they were wrong, and you walking around in your feelings for that. And I mean, you have every right to, you know, like I said, you don't come up here on earth to be abused. You don't come to this earth to be mishandled, maltreated, mistreated, whatever you want to call it. You're here to be loving. You're here to, even when we don't fit in, you're not supposed to fit in, because you were here to make this whole world different. You see what's going on in the world today. A lot of things is being outed. People don't want to know. People get handed karma left and right. And I'm like, I'm here for it. It's popcorn worthy. It's like rated D for everyone. I was like, I'm sorry, I said rated D for everyone. But oh god. What, you know, it's just like you're doing that, and next thing you know, when you're not getting that, it's just like you poured your power into it. You know, your focus is because you want to see this person get their payback so bad, and then they say take a step back. That person's doing the same thing. Somebody that made them mad and made them look at the world all different, so they want everybody to pay for it. They didn't have nothing to do with it. So it's just like, these are the different things. It's like when you start learning, you know, the little things that happens, you're seeing, okay, they need my energy. They're running low on that. They gotta plug in. Like, plug it in. They need your energy. And now it's just like when they have gone through these things, because it's like, you know, God will bring people into people's lives that are used to, you know, hurting people. If they're a womanizer or a manizer or whatever, a man-eater, whatever you want to call it, they meet somebody exactly like them. So they direct reflection on how you're seeing how you treat people and mishandle it. Didn't feel too good. Now you starting to experience everything that you have placed on other people. But by the time it comes all the way around, you know how they say, what comes around comes around, what goes around comes around, what goes up must go down, go within without. That's what it's all about. You just really right there, and you're seeing that all the different things that you have projected on people and deflected on people, now all of a sudden you got these different things going on in your life. And that was supposed to be for the direct hit, for you to be able to go within, like, okay, now you're seeing what this feels like. It doesn't feel good. It feels uncomfortable. It makes you feel, you know, lost. It makes you feel helpless. It makes you feel alone. And there's some people that actually truly get it. Like, okay, you know, this is what this felt like. You know, and you're praying. You wish everybody got that. Like, that would be the brink of reality when it's fun. And I always tell people, especially when people do stuff like that to me, I said, when you project that on me, because especially I wasn't claiming it, I'm not even allowing myself to take it personal. But I always tell people, be careful whatever you put out. You know, be careful whatever you put out, because when that mess come in full circle, you better be able to handle the stuff that you digest. And these are the different things that are taking place in life where it was just like whatever their stroke of luck is, they get into, you know, they start meeting a little mini-me or a little carbon copy of whatever they are. And it's just like whatever that person is, just because of the karma you got, and you're seeing the warning signs or not, you know, like changing, healing, letting go within, you know, go in solitude, learn yourself, really forgive yourself, detach, let people go, forgive, all these different things. Go to the direct source on why do you feel that, you know, why you're hurting people. You know, these different things where people are going through abandonment issues, you know, neglect issues, mommy issues, daddy issues, different stuff like that. So they have, whoever is that one that really stung them the most, they see this image in everybody, you know, like these serial reelers. You know, I always trip out about that, because they're like, oh, they had a head injury. I see, you know how many times I done fell on my head through this, but you won't see me up here popping off on nobody. I say, I'll give out some karma, I'll give out some dharma, but I'm not going to be no serial, you know, those different things that goes on. I say, I really think that's just an excuse. You know, I can understand how, when I can see where I'm like, ooh, I can understand that, you know, why that person's like that, but I feel like that's a choice. You know, because when you see stuff like that, they have gone through so much pain and agony, and they feel like they're mad at the world. And it's like Why you mad at the world for? The world didn't do that. The people that you're around or people you were birthed into did that. Handle that with them. Stop putting that out on everybody else. They didn't cut you, stop bleeding on them. You're doing that. But these are the different times you're showing people how you grow. Now, different things that you've learned from them. Now, this is your Dharma. Now, it's like, and your Dharma is, okay, you see where you didn't love yourself. You see your self-worth. You're seeing where your lack of self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-care, you seeing where you were heavy on not keeping boundaries. You were scared to say no. Or you are an external validation person where you always had to prove yourself. You were there. These are all the different things that I put up. Some people get disturbed because that's not what they want to hear. And that wasn't what I want to hear either. But when I see that's what was taking place in my life, I took charge on that. I really took charge on that. There's a lot of things that I went through that I can be all in my feelings about. But then it's like when you calm down, you needed that. Now when you start seeing people's patterns on how they need to trigger you or what they say, are you going to allow yourself to take it personal? Or if you're in certain situations where you can just see these people are just built and plugged into toxicity or codependency, love bombing, toxic attachments, and you just like, I lived that life long enough. Now it's time for me to go. Now it's time for me to go. I want to branch out. I want to be around people that like-minded. It's like we've seen each other grow. We're supporting each other. We're loving each other. And truly making each other happy. Or if you see a person where you may have a lot of knowledge and education and very insightful for it, and this person trying to find that, it's just the different things where people can really truly appreciate, like, wow, she taught me this, or he taught me this, or I didn't know. There's a lot of videos that I used to do in the past where I used to do one-on-ones. It was like spiritual counseling. We were both counseling each other, and just doing that education swap, student teacher, because that's all we are. We're walking mirrors. If this person's not showing you who they are, they're showing you who you are. There may be different things where you had to see. We've done things unsubconsciously for so long that we normalized a lot of things, and then when you turn around and you meet somebody who's exactly like that, you're like, oh, now I see what they're talking about. And you can learn from that person or from these people, and it'll make you become a better person. And you're handing out education through change, through evolvement, through ascension. Just keep leveling up. You really showing people. They're taking notes. There's some people that are hating on you, but at the same time admired by you. Like, I want that greatness. I want that determination. I said, if you have seen how much that person's went through, how much pain that they endured, it'll be that type of person where you just going through a whole hot mess, but then as soon as you leave out in the open doors, you don't even look like, you even look like you clutching your pearls, like you are not fazed, because you're allowing yourself to not even allow, especially the people that put it on you, to allow them to see you in that state. You speak to God, you speak to your higher self, you speak to source, or even if it's something physical or whatever, you can be able to talk to somebody that you trust, because a lot of time listening ears ain't always somebody who's really listening, trying to help you. A lot of listening ears is a running mouth, so you have to be careful about the different things you talk about, because sometimes when you go through it, sometimes people are praying that it's worse, or different things where they're just laughing at you and stuff like that. But it's just through Dharma. There's some people who's been in life where they have never really known what a friend was. And when they are, there's so many people are used to dealing with ordinary. Just ordinary, all the way, same old people. And then when you step in with your rare energy, they think that you plotting. Why are you so nice? I get like that too. When you have been mistreated so long, and then some people come in your life that's very genuine. What's going on with you? Why are you being nice? Dang, there are some people who are coming. Because it's just like, when you're going through a situation like mine, and you see their family can do it to you, there is nothing that nothing surprising that a stranger would do. Because you used to doing, with my situation, I was so used to outside people doing stuff like that. But then when you see where the core of the destruction is, it's coming from people that you love, you learn, you trusted, you let yourself be vulnerable, and these people use these things against you. But then it's just like you're taking your power back. And when you start taking your power back and you're no longer allowing yourself to be moved through the pain that you have gone through with other people, and allow that to hinder you in some kind of way. Because a lot of times, I was like that too. I'm so angry because it was like an unfair advantage, and it's like so many people are seeing what's going on, and they're just like, oh, turning a cheek, and I'm just like, okay. And then when God's clapped you with that karma on you knowing something, and you just looked away, or you have encouraged it, oh, karma about to be 10 times fold for you, just because you did that. It'll be just like you, what is it like in court? Some people can get it because you are accessory, or you help hinder somebody, and you just getting popped just because you don't help somebody out where you seen what they were doing and was wrong. Yours about to be as bad. The repercussions and consequences about to be very bad. So when people, what is it? When they encourage it, walk away from it, and not help somebody, or you seeing that person really need help, or you adding on towards whatever that person's going through, and it's just like karma. But when that karma come back, just because it was something that you intentionally did and you wanted something to happen, it's going to be like, it's going to magnify and then go right back to sender. So those are the different things. It was just like, I was able to get away with this stuff before, but when it comes to this person, that was your assignment. There's a lot of people to get the memo with you when they don't cross you like that again. But those are different people that want to try. And these are the different things where it's like, even when you're still going through these ongoing cycles, you're learning so much of yourself. You're learning so much of other people, life, your situations. It's like you're having a soul mastery. It's like, even when the different things are going on in your life that has not changed, your circumstances has not changed, but just how you respond to it, how you look at it, what's the perspective, the different things that really taught you stuff. You're learning from these things, and you just cheese like, dang, I remember when I used to take stuff so personal, or I allowed so many things that was out of my control really control my emotions, or I'm seeing how I gave so many people power, or even asking people validation that don't even validate themselves. I mean, these are different things that you can see where problems and issues were when you were coming to the same solution. And these are the different things that you're allowing yourself to really grow from. And you're not just giving Dharma to yourself because you're growing from these experiences and you're rising from them, but you're showing others to be able how to do it too. I went through these things, I overcome them. I had a problem with my self-confidence, or I had problems with my belief, or even with my faith within myself, that I can get through this. And it's some kind of way, when the forces that be, they help you get through that, because these are life lessons that you're learning. You never know. I always tell people, you are walking inspiration that's very inspiring. You don't realize whatever you went through, spiritual birth, that whatever experience you have, and you have been like a special official spokesperson for it, and you're telling people different things you go through, you're showing people, if I can get through this. And it could have been the most tragic things. You don't realize you could be a trigger to heart where you hear people crying because they can really truly understand where you're going. Just like before, when I used to hear things, I see things very plain and simple. I don't have to make it look like, some people, how they use these real long words, and you're like, let me go. What was that word again? Let me pause real quick. What is that word? And then it's just like doing that. No, I say things plain and simple. Let's just cut short. Let's just straight get to the business. And just being able to do that. But it's just like, when people have gone through so much mishap into their life, they bring somebody in their life that's very genuine. And I can understand and strongly connect where not everybody, I used to feel like almost everybody's coming in my life to use me, or it didn't hurt me when I lost a friend because I had so many people dropping out of my life, whether it was me walking away or them showing their ass, or it was just certain things that was very toxic to me. And if I have to keep repeating myself, I'm only going to repeat myself once. Now I'm in that vibe where I'm only going to repeat myself one time. And if you have, and then that after that one time, it's considered a habit, I'm out. Or if your vibes start getting real wishy-washy, and I'm trying to hold up, wait a minute, this ain't no spiritual transition, all of a sudden envy, jealousy, ego, pride, all that stuff start coming out. It's like looking like I'm like Brad Pitt and daggone Morgan Freeman in the 7 Deadly Sins, and I'm not trying to go through all that, you know. And those are different things where, you know, I got comfortable with checking, you know, collecting red flags. You know, a lot of times we do that. Oh, it's just a poor attitude today, or they didn't get enough sleep, or they got an argument with their wife, or, you know, it's just a bad day. And you just see it, now you start to see these are people that are just like normally like that. This is how they function. It's like, okay, if you don't do that, now it's just, you know, sometimes it's us being empaths. We want to, you know, love on people so it can help them love themselves. Or we feel like, oh, I'm supposed to heal somebody. People need to understand, you're not here to heal nobody but yourself. SOS, save ourselves. Now, if you seeing, it's a different story when you're seeing somebody needs your help and actually wanting to help themselves. You help that person all the way because this person is willing to change. This person is wanting to understand, I'm trying to change, but I don't know how to. You know, my life has always been this way, so I don't know a way out when I have never had an experience that made me want to crawl my way out. So you're just really, you don't know how to change significantly or doing that, because there's some people who are just powered up like that where they feel like they don't need to change and they're more comfortable with that, because change takes truth, authenticity, taking the mask off, leaving the facade at home. Their title ain't meaning nothing. You just another person is trying to evolve in life and you trying to change. When you get to some stuff like that, that's some real deal Holyfields. Other people ain't trying to do that, which is understandable. You know, you never know what somebody has gone through in life where it's so painful you don't want to go back there. But people don't realize, do you realize how this is corrupting your life because you're holding on to something? Do you realize how you're pouring off into people? And I mean, you're sucking out energy. You're breaking out hearts. You know, this person could have already been through some real shame and disappointment in your life, and here you come destroying somebody else's life. You're doing that just to be able to, but you don't realize, even when you're destroying somebody, you are destroying yourself so much more. Just because, you know, somebody's been brought into your life to love on or something like that. Somebody could have been praying for somebody. Want a good man or good woman. They're honest, they're communicative, they're loving, they're this, they're that, they're this, and you're asking for all these things, and then God finally gifts you with that. There are going to be some people that are very smart and really going to like, oh my God, where's this energy been out my life? They're going to recognize you the first time. You won't have to keep you ain't got to keep showing up and trying to show somebody your worth, because it's just fact is, I live life where now you should see my worth when I come in. My energy is so potent. My energy speaks before I do, and it's very genuine, very loving, very kind, very compassionate. But also, it'll be one where I'll cut words with like a vengeance, or I could come out a bag on you real quick, and that just because you really mad, passionate, don't think that person ain't got no mad, you know, darkness in them that you do not want to pull it out. Those things are very intense, because people see that kindness and love in you. You don't know what that person been through to actually still be able to have courage to actually still be loving. Because sometimes the stuff you go through work can really make you bitter. Really, really make you bitter. But people need to realize, just because that beast ain't dead, it's asleep. Because it get to that point where they come out of bag on you and really show you how beastly they can be, then you be like, I didn't see that coming. You weren't supposed to. But it's just like it'll be showing you this is what you're going to get when you keep crossing that person. But you got a person that when they pray for all these different things and they mishandle, they don't appreciate, they're not grateful. And they're like, you know, you used to always hear that saying, nobody knows how good, you know, nobody knows how good you are until you're gone. No, that's not true. They knew exactly what it was. That's why they're feeding off of you in the first place. They just never thought they were going to lose you. They thought it was going to be a whole reoccurring cycle of you being a doormat and you're wanting to please stomp on me. Please drain me. You know, please just keep mistreating me. You know, no, it was like, no, sometimes it's like, and God will keep allowing those situations to come on and get worse and worse and worse until you just say, you know what, I deserve better. I know my worth. And that's what I did. Heavy in them daggone boundaries. I'm like, look, if it's something that's going to be a break up and shake up, and this is like something, ooh, see, there you go again. And I already see where that's going. Oh, we're not about to do that. We're making sure. I was like, let me go ahead and, just go ahead and discourage you real quick. I'm not about to do that. Nope. Oh, that's a trigger. Nope. You trying to argue. Nope. You trying to be combative. You want me to come out my piece. Let my guard down. Look, I'd be damn. I keep that mess ripped up 10 million times fold. I'm not about to do that. Even when it drains me, I'd rather have that good kind of drain, because the fact is, I was so powered up on strength, that I'm not going to allow somebody to do that. It had to be that learning lesson where you have to have my permission to piss me off. You got to have my permission to do that. And there'll be a lot of times where I'm very quiet. And when I see, oh, okay, you want a reaction, it'll be one of those kind of reactions you weren't looking for, and then you'll be walking around leaving with the tail between your legs. Just because of the fact that I've been quiet for a long time, but you just keep poking. You poking that bear out of hibernation. We already know what happens when a bear is hungry. We already know what happens when you sit up here and you be messing around in bear country and bear territory and see what happened. You'll maul the mess out of you. I don't play with bears. Yogi is the only one I play with. Yogi and Theodore, whatever his name was, Teddy Ruxpin. That's what I'm thinking about. Those are the only two kind of bears I'm gonna deal with. That's just it, and Winnie the Pooh. But it's just like when you're going through these different things, you handing out all the blessings in the world where somebody really need that love, and they were open to it. In a very passionate way. They were open to it. And you just allow that person, they'll be crying and just allowing you. You're setting an example. Not everybody is entering your life to hurt you, but both of them you're needing to grow. I always felt like I don't want to meet those type of people. Why not? Now I'm in that vibe. Why not? Who the heck want to mess out with them? I don't want nobody who's going to be draining me. It's just like I could have been charging up all day in 2 seconds with this person. I'm on a power 2 and my light's blinking. Plug in now. It'd be one of those different things. I don't want that. But it's just like, no, when you really step back and change the perception and the perspective of it, you're seeing these are both things that you needed to balance out. We can't have one without the other. Life can't always be good. How are you going to learn? You had to have manipulating toxic ass people in your life. How are you going to know when you see something coming to where you can see, oh, this is an energy vampire. This is a succubus. This is an incubus. This is just somebody. This is just a whole hot mess. This is a narcissist. This is a sadist, psychopath, sociopath. People heavy in narcissistic personality disorders. Just really got some hot issues and telling you to run, Forrest, run. As soon as you see stuff like run, Forrest, run. It's going to get worse. You had to be able to go through these things. And a lot of times when we're going through, anybody who's watching this video and you're going through really toxic stuff and you're really trying to understand why, when you're just trying to start back over and give certain people a chance, why does my life keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse? Because God's clearly telling you these are not your people that you need to be helping out that way. You don't know the moves they were making behind you. You don't know how they were representing you when you weren't there. You don't know what they said when you were not around. These are the reason why God is, this is the season of your season. Your rise and shine season. This is the season of truth. This is the season of illumination of truth about who deserves to be in your life and who definitely don't need to be in your life. And now you need to move accordingly. If you want these different things to change in your life, we had to be, when I tell you it felt like, never mind, I ain't even gonna say that because that was true. Janky. Just feeling like, why does it feel like somebody putting black, that heavy energy on me, negative energy? They want me to be seen as false. They want me to be seen as a liar, or you want me to be seen as fake, or you just seen the potential in me and you didn't want to see me grow, so you try to stunt and talk bad about me so nobody would support me. I've gone through those different things, and it had to be at that point where I was hurt, because it's like people really know who I am. And if you want to believe that, it was just like, when you see people that are not even trying to get the side of your story and already convicting you for something or condemning you for it, oh, they were just waiting on a chance to be mad at you anyway. Anybody you've been friends with for umpteen years, all of a sudden became just a swift change in life and they became an enemy. Baby, they were an enemy to begin with. They were just looking for some reason to expose you. They were looking for some reason to doubt you. They were looking for a reason to just suffocate you, or just looking for a reason to take from you. You know, they're always doing that. And it's nothing personal. It's just certain people, they only want to deal with people that match their energy. You know, and you start doing better than some people. I applaud you. You're doing better than what you used to do. You done switched up so much. You grew so much. You needed that kind of recognition in your life. Like, baby, you did a good job. But then there's times where we allow things to go on because we feel like that's all we deserve. You just deserve way better than anybody mistreating you. You know, especially if you're a loving, kind person, that's what the people you need to be around. These are the people only doing that because you're their supply. They need that. They can't do that on their own. They can't do that with growth or healing or detachment or going within. That's too much. They don't want to work for it. And I never understood that. Why do people, you don't want to work for it, but do you realize that's the same energy you're using to destroy your own life or destroy other people? You're using the same energy, but you're just using it on the opposite thing. You use the same energy to heal. You're facing stuff. You're understanding things on a different level. Really trying to find where your tick is. What am I passionate about? And let me flow from that. Or you trying to understand why are you here in this world? And it'll be different things where it helps you go within to really understand yourself, to be able to transform yourself into something that you never thought you can be. You know, it's like now, I used to hate changes and challenge. Now I'm challenging myself. Even when I get irritated, then when I step back, I understand why I had to go through that. Or it was a different thing that I had to move forward and do. So, because there's a lot of tough choices I have to make. But then it's like when I start detaching from those choices and say, okay, I stand on that and not allow myself to get upset, that's letting me know I'm being passionate about myself. This is not worth my time. You know, this is not something, you already know how the story going to end. I already know what this person's about. I already know what their intentions are. And I'm just going to cut it short. Very short. And those are different things to take place into your life where you understand you are powering up by giving out Dharma as well as karma. And congratulations. I'll see you on my next video. I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Just learning and growing and just being able to share my experience with other people and, let them know what I learned about myself. These things are not easy to talk about, because you're opening yourself out of judgment. Some people are going to really appreciate what you said and I'll allow them to know I'm not alone. This person going through the same thing I'm going through, probably a lot worse or probably not as much, but it's just the courage of them doing that is just truly, it inspires people. You never know. And this is the purpose I love to be able to have and glad I can be able to move forward in that. So, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell if you would love to donate towards the channel. Cash App is there. If you want to email me on a one-on-one, email is there as well. And you'll just see me on my next video. So I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Please be responsible and safe for everything you do, even through social distancing. Make sure you give out love, light within words, vibrations, and frequencies. And it can take someone somewhere. Just because you're doing the kindness of your own heart, it can take you even further. So much love. Namaste. Shalom. I say, God bless. Peace.